Episode 1. The story begins with Yoko Yokodera, our perverted hero, who bizarrely becomes the track and field president due to his unexpressed desires. Hearing about a Stony cat statue that can cleanse impure thoughts, he goes to meet it, encountering the emotionally vulnerable Tsukiko along the way. They make their wishes, a flash, and voila, wishes granted. They find themselves missing a meat bun and a belt, but no worries, right? Wrong. The next day, Yoto blurts his lewd thoughts to the popular new girl, Azusa, earning him the nickname of Hentai Prince. Tsukiko, on the other hand, can no longer show any emotions, thanks to the wish-granting cat statue. Their mission? Find the people who received their unwanted traits from the Stony cat wish and reverse things back to normal. This leads them to Azusa. Yoto realizes that Azusa now has his trait of holding in true feelings after he tests her in a ridiculous manner. Truly a hentai prince. Episode 2. At an animal cafe, Yoto and Tsukiko plan their next steps and unexpectedly spot Azusa working as a maid. Attempting to approach her post-shift, they flee from a janitor for taking refuge from the rain near a love hotel. They soon discover Azusa's second job and her home where she lives with her mother. Yoto approaches Azusa and arranges a date with a secretly trailing Tsukiko. Azusa disapproves Yoto's choice of date spots, but Tsukiko intervenes, guiding them to an arcade where she wins a stuffed turtle from Azusa. Despite camaraderie, Azusa is disturbed when Yoto discusses being friends. Surprisingly, Tsukiko's sister Tsukushi shows up, forcing Yoto and Tsukiko to leave. Later, they return and find Azusa being bullied by her ex-schoolmates, leading her to distrust them, thinking they're using her. Episode 3. Yoto attempts to initiate a conversation with Azusa, but his efforts prove futile. In his pursuit to understand her, he approaches her former classmates, Mori and Moria, who disclosed that they had previously teased her, leading to her distrustful behavior. Yoto then brings Azusa to the rock cat statue and confesses his genuine desire to be her sincere friend. Azusa comprehends his emotions and requests a wish from the statue, which transforms her demeanor towards Yoto. In the meantime, Tsukiko recollects Yoto's guidance on how to connect with youngsters and showcases a story presented on the subject. She admits to facing issues bonding with her sister, Tsukushi, and perceives that her sister harbors animosity towards her. Episode 4. Tsukiko thinks her clingy behavior caused Tsukushi to distance herself, leading to Tsukiko wishing on the Stony cat. Tsukushi admits to making the wish and wanting to sever her sisterly bonds with Tsukiko. Tsukiko asks Yoto to help her buy costumes for her performances. Yoto talks to Tsukushi, who doubts the Stony cat's involvement in Tsukiko's lack of expressions. Tsukiko worries that restoring her expressions will distance her from Yoto. Yoto asks the Stony cat to take away his urge to run in exchange for his underwear, declaring his love for Tsukiko as a sister. Tsukushi admits her romantic love for Tsukiko, but is rejected. The Stony cat returns Tsukiko's expressions, which she gives to Tsukushi. Later, Yoto's house disappears, despite the Stony cat's powers seemingly having vanished. Episode 5. Yoto seeks Tsukiko's help in finding his home, while Azusa is frustrated and stranded in Okinawa with Mori and Moyama. Tsukiko offers Yoto a place to stay due to the rain, leading to awkward moments with Tsukushi. Yoto overhears Tsukushi's fears of Tsukiko leaving her. In Okinawa, Mori falls ill, but recovers with help from Azusa and Moyoma. They apologize and reaffirm their friendship. Yoto hides in Tsukiko's home to avoid Tsukushi's anger and finds a Stony cat statue among his belongings in the storehouse. Episode 6. On the last night of summer vacation, Tsukiko finds Yoto in their storage room. Yoto believes the cat statue in the room has magical powers. The next day, Yoto learns from Tsukushi that the cat statue is a god their family worships. Tsukushi asks Yoto to help her trick his twin brother so they can kill him, but Yoto refuses. Later, Yoto talks with Azusa on the phone and she falls on top of him. Yoto blames the cat god for what happened. Yoto explains to Tsukiko what happened and she apologized for wanting to be with him. Tsukushi tries to seduce Yoto to discourage Tsukiko, but Yoto learns she only did it because she was afraid of losing Tsukiko. In the heat of the conversation, Tsukushi wishes for the world to fall into ruins, and the cat god grants her wish, causing the building to collapse. Episode 7. Yoto and Tsukushi were inside a building when a storm began to pick up outside. Yoto started to think that Tsukushi's wish might have caused the storm. They decided to move important things to a higher level in the house. Tsukiko got angry and tore down her sister's photos. Yoto went downstairs and saw a special place in the house where Tsukiko's parents were remembered. He prayed and thanked them for their kindness. Tsukushi thanked Yoto for praying, and they got bored after moving everything. They decided to play a card game. Later, Yoto learned that someone had wished for the storm to happen in the house. He realized that the wish Tsukushi had made only affected a small part of the house. Yoto talked to Tsukiko and asked her to cancel her wish. She did, and the storm stopped. After that, Yoto showed Tsukushi that his brother wasn't real, but she didn't believe him. She even confessed her love to Yoto's brother and kissed Yoto on the cheek. Azusa saw the kiss and ran away to make a wish on the Stony cat in the storeroom. Episode 8. Yoto and Tsukiko meet Emi, his childhood friend Ponta's little sister, and are asked to show her around the school. Emi discovers that Yoto is known to be a pervert, but wishes for him to be regarded as a prince. Later, the school suddenly transforms into an Italian-themed school, and Tsukiko blames Yoto for it. Tsukushi reveals her desire to go to Italy as the possible reason for the transformation. Meanwhile, Yoto suspects that there may be more to Emi than meets the eye, as Ponta treats his rabbit, also named Emi, as his little sister. Episode 9. Yoto continues to worry about Emi's existence and wish. Ponta informs Yoto of his missing rabbit, and he realizes that Emi's wish of becoming Ponta's younger sister was cancelled. Later, Emi cancels a wish, resulting in all the girls in the school losing their swimsuits, including Tsukiko. Yoto later converses with Emi about her wish being cancelled. Whenever she feels satisfied, Emi asks Yoto if he remembers someone, and he remembers the person who gave him his cat statue. Emi pleads to Yoto to frolic with her during the school's athletics festival and promises that she will give up afterward. Episode 10. Yoto finds out that his cancelled wish only partially took effect at his school, and the cat statue has disappeared from the Tsukakushi warehouse. Azusa falls for Yoto after their kiss, which annoys Mai. Yoto tries to cheer up Tsukushi, but is interrupted by Mai's bad-mouthing. Tsukushi suggests a game called Ruling Dice to reconcile Yoto and Mai, but they decline. Yoto finds Tsukiko in his room, sabotaging his Dakimakura. Tsukiko throws away Yoto's porn magazines and tells him that she is the only one who can change him. Later, Yoto finds passport tickets to Italy and a letter belonging to Tsukiko. Tsukiko and Yoto discuss their deceased parents and search for evidence of Yoto's past. The cat god grants their indirect wish. Episode 11. Tsukiko and Yoto are granted a wish by the cat god and end up traveling 10 years back in time. They encounter their younger selves and a younger version of Tsukiko's mother, Tsukasa. They have dinner with her, but Yoto is dismayed by the disorder in the Tsukakushi mansion and Tsukasa's cooking. They also discover that Tsukasa's daughters are in Italy with their grandparents. The next day, they encounter a younger Tsukushi, and Tsukiko reprimands Tsukasa for being a bad mother. Tsukasa later gets drunk and reveals her regrets, leading Yoto to rush to her aid as she passes out. Episode 12. Yoto urges Tsukushi to pay a visit to her ailing mother, Tsukasa. Meanwhile, the younger Yoto reminisces about his past experiences with Tsukasa, sharing them with Tsukushi and preparing to pass them on to her. He wishes for the feline deity to bestow his memories upon those who need them most, causing the elder Yoto to forget his own memories. Following Tsukasa's recovery, Yoto confides in Tsukiko that he struck a deal with the cat god to wipe his memories of the people he encounters. Yoto and Tsukiko exchange a kiss as they discuss creating new memories together. The episode concludes with a rabbit named Ponta slipping past their cabin window. And that wraps up today's video. Let us know in the comments which moment you like the best in this show, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more interesting anime content from us.